What's going on, y'all? Wiley Facts. YLE Facts. Young living every day with them facts, man. Listen. Now this is one of those type of videos, man, where I say you gotta really know what's going on. Y'all gotta excuse that noise. But you gotta really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to dealing with females, man. This is what you don't want to do. You stay away from this because this will prevent you from wasting time. But this is a clip from the podcast called Eight from the Table. And I want y'all to listen.
Third date, like we tried another date and then it kind of got somewhere. Like,
you hear that? After the third date, we tried another date, then it got somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this: 9.5 chances out of 10 say she ain't putting out after the third date, dog. She don't really like you like that. That's just a fact. Let's continue. Then you notice after that, she said it kind of got somewhere. Kind of got somewhere. Women know right away when they're gonna give it to you, man. They know.
Now we're kissing and stuff. It's kind of heating up. But then I'm like, I just can't. When it came down.
See, I just can't. After 3 dates, what is this, the third, fourth date? Then they kiss and she talking about she just can't. But see, this is the thing, though. She knew that beforehand. She knew this probably after the first or second date. But see, he don't know. This guy clearly that she went out with don't understand women nature like that, because say he understood women nature, then he would know better. He would have been able to read the social cues and see that she wasn't interested, and he would have cut his loss and kept on moving.
So like he ended up not hitting. I ended up moving on. Like I just
keywords. He ended up not hitting, not end up moving on. Clearly, yeah. After you went out with him on multiple dates and you ain't give it up, then obviously there's no initial attraction there. There's not that organic, genuine desire that I talk to y'all about all the time.
I guess he wasn't my type in a way. He just wasn't for me. So
see, but she knew early on that he wasn't her type, but she wanted to reserve the right to do what? Keep on stringing him along for what? Resources, energy, attention, and time.
But I've had an experience, and it's because of the energy you're talking about. So I guess throwing in the hints, he did throw in the hints before, but I kind of just like curved him or just like laughed it off like, ha, like.
See, he threw in the hints before, so he put out the sexual attention and she was just curving it. See, as a guy, when you do that and you line them up and you know what I'm saying, you put your bid in, your flirtatious bid in there, and you put out that, that sexual attention and energy, and she just kind of laugh it off and curve it, you should have known right then and there that she don't like you. Why even waste any more time going on any more dates at that point? You just leave, man. Because you can't make a girl like you, man. It has to flow. It has to be smooth. She knew right then and there. You got to not waste your time. They'll continue to waste your time if you let them. You got to respect yourself enough to know that she ain't interested, man. Cut all the wild cards, man, and just walk away, because it's not going to work.
So I guess I was kind of already like friend zoning or like putting him in this space where like.
See, she already had her mind mentally that he was friend zone, that she wasn't going to have sex with him. You see what I'm saying? That he wasn't the guy. And like I always tell y'all, don't be in the friend zone, man. There's no benefits being in the friend zone, because all she's going to do is use you for resources, energy, attention, and time. That's it. You just an emotional crutch for her when she go out there and deal with Pookie, Ray Ray, and Tyrone. That's it.
Yeah, you not getting it from me.
His subtle jokes were whack to her. That's why.
They were whack. I just wasn't attracted as much as I thought, I guess. Like, he's a great guy.
You knew you wasn't attracted to him.
See? He does well for himself.
See the key words, y'all? He was a great guy. He do well for himself. That goes back to what I said in the last video. Good boy. Oh, he was a great guy. Whenever they say that, they don't like you like that. They're not sexually aroused by you. What women are attracted to and what get them sexually aroused are two different things. She wasn't sexually aroused by him.
So that can play a part in it. Like, okay, he does well. He comes out nice. He has a nice, where we're going is nice. It's luxury, but it's just money. Like.
See what I'm saying? Where we going is nice and luxury. You always keep your investments low. You see what I'm saying? This is clearly a dude who don't understand woman nature, and he tried to lead with his wallet. And look what happened. It led him down guess what? Off the cliff, into the ditch. You see what I'm saying? In the beginning, when you getting to know a female, man, you do not start off taking them to luxurious restaurants. You ain't even got the pussy yet, and you taking them to top tier restaurants where most of the people in there already didn't smash girls. You see what I'm saying? You doing too much too early. You keep your investments as low as possible. I always say this. And on top of you keeping your investments low, he's not paying attention to social cues, and he can't even realize that this girl don't even like him. As soon as she started talking, I already knew. After 3 whole dates and he ain't even smashed yet, she don't like you like that, man. And she knew that after the first date.
Yeah, money. Cool. So, but it wasn't about, like, I didn't want it to be about the money. I feel like when you go out with certain men that are at a certain level, they like automatically think you're supposed to throw yourselves at them. So, and I'm not.
And you should throw yourself at them when they're at a certain level, because there's very few guys on that level of men that you like that's going to be available, who's going to take you serious and give you commitment. You should be throwing yourselves at him. I'm not saying sexually. You should be adding value to his life. You should be putting in work and showing what you're about. Absolutely. You should be proving yourself to him, because you want to be a part of his world, not the other way around. But you see the entitlement with females?
That type of girl. Like, I'm not like, I don't, whatever you got, cool. Like, cause I can, so I just feel like in that scenario, I just wasn't that much attracted to him. And I feel like he was just kind of like trying to.
But she knew she wasn't that attracted to him after the first date. You knew the vibes wasn't there, but she continued to go out with him. The problem is, like I said, he couldn't read the vibes and understand. He couldn't read the social cues and see that she didn't want him. She's a very attractive girl, so he tried to ignore the signs and keep forcing the issue, thinking that hopefully he'll get to have sex with
her. Rico's head is bust right now.
Because he already know. That's why his hand over his face, because he know what time it is already.
Am I going to let me know? Am I going around?
You're doing a great job, but like I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, so this man, before I even get to that part, so you guys were in the moment, and
he think like this dude is a sap. This nigga is a Jonathan. This nigga is a Jonathan. This nigga is a Stanley. That's what he thinking. That's why he laughing. He can't believe it. Because he know he's on to it. Keep watching.
You just backed off?
We were in the moment, and I just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling it.
Did he not touch you right? Like, how do you get turned off when
Rico,
you're turned off?
It doesn't really have anything to do about that, because she felt like you wasn't that attracted to him, and you knew that you wanted to friend zone him.
Facts.
I feel like, honestly, in my opinion, you should have friend zoned him maybe like date number 2.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but.
Facts. Oh, girl, know that she knew in the beginning she ain't like him, man. I just said that.
I think he waited a little bit too long because he really thought he was about to get something.
Facts.
But
I don't know. I never gave him the vibe.
Yeah, so were you like making?
We had good. The reason we went on so many dates is because we had good conversation. We could talk about
money.
You see what I'm saying, y'all? There you go. They had a good conversation. See, some girls like that. Listen, y'all got to take into contract. I ain't gonna say contract. You got to take into effect. Listen. She's an attractive girl. Girls love attention, dude. There's women, some of these girls will sit there and talk to you till the cows come home and don't give you no pussy, won't give you no phone number. I done been working out at the gym before, watching it. I'm working out, going to another area. I see a dude talking to a girl. I see him still over there talking to the girl. At some point, guess what? He tried to get her number. She says she got a boyfriend. They'll sit there and talk to you till the cows come home, man. That's why you can't sit around and talk hours and hours with all these girls, man, because I'm telling you, you'll talk yourself out of the pussy. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. So she was just using him for conversation. It was nothing but stimulation. But guess what? She wasn't sexually aroused by him. There's a difference. He had
money, like,
because if he
ain't no he had money, because guess what? If his chips weren't on point, if he ain't have his stuff together, you wouldn't want to talk to him. We all know attractive girls want a man who got his life together. Stop playing.
He said, yo, we're not going to luxury nowhere, we're going on a picnic.
No, I went on picnic. I'm not
with
that's
him?
what I'm saying. With him?
With him. I'm not
With
talking
him.
about nobody else.
Yeah.
With Bob. Bob. With Bob. Would
Bob,
you go on a
good boy.
picnic with Bob?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me rewind it, y'all, because I'm talking in between. My bad.
Went on picnic. I'm not a
With
that's
him?
what I'm saying. With him?
With him. I'm not talking about nobody else. With Bob.
You see how she answered? With him. That's how you know. No, she not going on a picnic with Bob because she don't like Bob because Bob a good boy. Bob ain't her type. She need that Pookie, Ray Ray, Tyrone, or Chad Bob. I already know her type. See, it ain't him. He was a good boy. And guess what? She just wasn't feeling the vibes, dog. She just wasn't into him. You see how he asked her that question? She had to ask her the question after he asked it. She know good damn well she wasn't going on no picnic with that nigga, man.
Bob. With Bob. Would you go on a picnic with Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at her face. She's a damn lie. Stop the cat. Yo, I can't wait till I get my sound bites, y'all. I'm gonna go on YouTube and I'm gonna look them up and find out how you get sound bites because I gotta get my sound bites, man. Stop the cap.
I mean, I was going on so many dates with him. Like I said, we could talk. Like we could have conversation. We could talk about
You were
stuff.
just
So he was
bored.
no.
Yeah, a whole bunch of conversation, a whole bunch of mental stimulation, but no vagina stimulation. Oh yeah, we had great conversations. We talked, we kissed, but guess what? He ain't getting no pussy. All that talking for nothing.
He was stimulating my mind and like we could connect.
Stimulate my mind and we can connect. You see what I'm saying? Stimulating her mind, but she wasn't sexually stimulated, y'all. That's the difference. You have to be able to differentiate the two. You see what I'm saying? How he stimulating your mind and all this other shit, but guess what? At the same time, you ain't want to give him no pussy though. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. He was stimulating her mind, but he wasn't stimulating her sexually. She wasn't aroused by him.
So I was looking deeper into that, you know, because in the past, when you just have that sexual tension, you're going off of that vibe. Like I said, I obviously want to be sexually attracted to you, but I want to see what you can do for my mind first. Cause I feel like once you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Look, listen, see how she say one thing and she do another. She said she want to be mentally, she want to have that mental attraction. You know, she wants you to mentally stimulate her first, right? Ain't that's what this dude did? Mentally stimulated her first, right? And guess what? That dude left that dude high and dry. He ain't getting none. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It ain't what they say, it's what they do. So you're saying you want the mental stimulation first. You got the mental stimulation first, but yet and still, guess what? You wasn't sexually aroused by that guy. So I don't agree with that.
Get that sexual attraction and just starts, you know, you want to be around this person because, you know, they got good sex. Like, you know.
She was about to say he got good dick, but she caught herself because she on a podcast. Watch this, listen.
Sexual attraction and just starts, you know, you want to be around this person because, you know, they got good sex.
See what I'm saying? She got good dick. You want to be around him because you know the sex is good. You don't want to be around him because he's mentally stimulating you. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna step back a second. There are some women who need that mental stimulation. You know what I'm saying? Some women is a community of women who you ain't gonna be able to just go ahead and knock them off, and they need some kind of mental stimulation in order for XYZ. There's a community for that. Clearly, it's not her because he stimulated her mentally to the bedroom. So you see what she just said? Wind it one more time. Hold on.
Like I said, I obviously want to be sexually attracted to you, but I want to see what you can do for my mind first. Cause I feel like once you get that sexual attraction and just starts, you know, you want to be around this person because.
See, sexual attraction, but it's not necessarily always the mind, because the mind is just, guess what, mental. Sexual is more of the physical, the way he is, the way he looked, the way he carried himself, the way he talked, the way he got game, is he smooth, how he smelled, you know what I'm saying, how he dressed, stuff like that. That's what she was looking for, and she didn't get that from him. Now listen.
You know, they got good sex. Like, you know, when you're about to show up, you guys know you're going to have a good time in that scenario.
I see, when you're about to show up, you know you're going to have a good time. Translation. You know, when you show up, he going to fuck your brains out. You know, when he show up, he going to tap them sugar walls. He going to tap them sugar walls and activate that waterfall. Yeah, That's what you like. That's the thing that won't keep you coming around this person. Even it already happened, or you so sexually aroused and turned on by this guy, you want to see him again. Because if you're not sexually aroused by him, she's not going to want to see you again. And this guy didn't sexually arouse her. He just talked her to death. It was a mental stimulation, but there was no sexual arousal. That's what happened.
And everything else doesn't.
Like, why?
No, I'm not saying they can't. I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying for this guy, like, it just wasn't that. Like, I just didn't want it from him.
I don't think that you liked him at all. That's why when you were kissing.
She didn't like him at all, man. She didn't like him. The physical attraction, that initial attraction I always talk about. When I say initial, that's when they first see you. That initial attraction when they first see you, and then once you start hanging out with them, that organic, genuine desire, that's where they want you. Now she's sexually aroused and she wants you. That's what that is. And guess what? He didn't have those.
Him, you were probably like, "Ew, Bob. No, I don't like you, Bob. Bob, you know what? I appreciate what you."
That's why she laughing.
Did so I tried it and it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the real part, right? Because there has to be a real reason why Bob didn't score, right? He took all.
Notice he called him Bob. Translation: he's a good boy. Bob, Stanley, Jonathan, good boy. He know it too. Rico know it. Shout out to Rico, man, on 8 at the Table. He know that dude is a good boy. He can tell by the conversation, man. Rico got experience out here in the streets. He know that dude that she talking about was a good boy.
These shots, and even when the one he thought was gonna go in rimmed out. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, there's something that was wrong with the vibe or the energy that Bob was doing. But I'm not gonna say
what Bob was doing, because he know Bob was being a good boy. Somewhere in between, it went wrong. Maybe in the beginning it was the initial attraction, but guess what? That organic, genuine desire wasn't there, where she felt sexually aroused by him to the point where she wanted him. You know what I'm saying? Where she wanted him sexually, it wasn't there. Whether it was something he said, probably too much talking. He probably talked himself out of it, for real.
That part.
No, but he was a nice guy, but that was just it for you.
See? A nice guy, a good boy.
But Bob never did nothing.
No, he never did anything to me. Like, we just kissed, like, whatever.
What if you would have like where were y'all kissing? In the car or what?
No, oh my God.
I'm just curious. Like, where were y'all kissing at?
We were kissing, like.
Was it kissing or was it a peck?
No, it was kissing. They were in the moment. Go ahead.
Not like in the, okay.
I'm paying attention.
All it was, what it came down to.
Kissing though.
Is we were kissing and I was just like, you know what? I don't want to do this. And that was just it.
There you go right there. If you kissing on a female, right? That's where things go. That's like first base, right? Second base, third base, the next thing you know, home plate, right? If you go run a first base and you get and she stop you right in there in your tracks, it's over for you. If you kissing on a female and somewhere in between her kissing on you, she like, oh, I don't want this no more. She is sexually repulsed by you, man. It's something you did in between that she got repulsed. Clearly, that's what happened. Now, let's go back to the part where she said something about having fun.
Into that, you know, because in the past, when you just have that sexual tension, you're going off of that vibe. Like I said, I obviously want to be sexually attracted to you, but I want to see what you can do for my mind first. Because I feel like once you get that sexual attraction and just starts, you know, you want to be around this person because, you know, they got good sex. Like, you know, when you're about to show up, you guys know you're going to have a good time in that scenario.
See, when you guys go show up, you know you about to have a good time. Translation, you know when he show up, you already know when he show up, you're going to have a good time. Translation, after we go out and we have a good time, he going to, oh, shit. He going to tap them sugar walls and activate them waterfalls. That's translation for what she's saying, y'all. But listen, man, this is why you don't be a good boy. This is why you don't go on 7, 8, 10 dates, man. Listen, if a girl ain't give it up in at least by the third date, at least, man, should be the first, second. Say she ain't gave it about a third date, cut your losses, man. This is why you have to cut your losses. This is why you don't talk to girls for hours and hours and hours, because you would talk yourself out of the vagina, man. You would talk yourself out of it. Don't talk to girls for hours because you will talk yourself out of it. Facts. Let them do most of the talking, man, and you just chime in here and there and listen. But you also want to have a conversation where, it's a conversation where things is leading to the point where it's stimulating. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting around talking about nothing. But that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. The more you talk, the more you can ostracize yourself. You can talk yourself out of it. And that's what happened. Somewhere in between, he did something that she was repulsed by it, to the point where if he kissing on her, she don't even want to go to second base. Stop being Jonathan. Stop being Bob's, as he said. He know that dude was a good boy. That's why he called him Bob. But listen, y'all. That's all I got to say about this one. Look, like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell another friend, man. Look, I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.
Yeah, got the streets on fire, feel the heat, the Wayne way. Ain't never had no handouts, put in work, I'm self-made. Superhero strength, I got the power, Luke Cage. Flexing on them haters like Drake.